Alright. I think we're live. On the second channel. Okay. You can hear me and everything's good. Alright. I'll set this timer. Let me just get everything situated here. Okie doke. Oof. Man, this does not do wonders for my hair, huh? Honestly, I wouldn't mind making a playlist. Man, am I thirsty. Big old baby bottle. Where was this? I don't remember. Whatever. I'll just go to my thing. I guess I can do this. Okay. Okay. Alright. And I guess I'll need to do this too. Because I can't see chat. Oh! Do I have another? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't even know if I want this one. I think I'll have to do this. It might work out better that way. But okay. Do I want music? I don't know. I don't know if I want music or not. I'm tempted to. Sometimes working without music is good. How do I make a Windows Media Player? I forgot how to make a playlist. I think this is how you do it. I'll make a quick playlist real quick. I'm looking for some chill stuff. Include you. Yeah. This is how you do it. That's the way to do it. I'm just making a quick playlist. Yo, what's up, Hively? How's it going? I'm making a playlist right now to listen to while I work. Be some like chill music and stuff. How are you doing tonight though? I have like every 3DS song. I have like the entire soundtrack. Yeah. But otherwise I'm going to be just working on the script and stuff. Like the idea of some chill today. Can never go wrong with some chill. Can never go wrong with some chill. Nah. Sure, I'll add that too. I could spend here all day just looking at stuff. Alright, this ain't the vibe. I'm trying to go for light vibes. What's up, James? It's been a while. How have you been, man? I did some hedge gate clip all bosses today. I mean, it was pretty rusty at the trick, but Summer helped me with it. And I failed to pause storage in Redbeard. So, and then I had to go eat dinner, so. But now, hedge gate clip, I just think of you, so. Okay, sure, well, that's some Ace Attorney. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think I might do some runs just for shits and giggles and stuff. Yeah, pause. Yeah, I think I think my split for Hedgegate clip was like a minute, so it wasn't very good, but I was kind of also making up the the route as I go. The snack route, so. No, I wish this was faster. But yeah, right now, yeah, I saw you were doing hundo stuff. Like, I saw the Hill 1 thing. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to see what you do with that. I feel like that'd be pretty neat. Oh, do I not have the Easter theme? That's like my favorite one. Really? Oh, man. That's crazy. Oh, wait. Nope. I don't. Huh. Weird. Man, I thought I had like every Animal Crossing soundtrack downloaded. How much more of Hundo do you have to learn, if you don't mind me asking? I forgot how creepy Chibi Robo can be. You know what? I mean, this is just a work with me stream, so I don't really care. I just realized you guys probably haven't even really heard. Yeah, this is the one I want. As the oh, I still got a minute. That's actually quite impressive. Loving it so far. Thinking of, oh, dude, that's fantastic. I'm excited for you, man. I feel like you're gonna get some hella times to be a top dog. It's gonna be sick. This might be a little too upbeat. I got it, the Bluebell mine. Yeah. Do you? I feel like you haven't streamed in a while either. Like, don't you? I feel like I've seen you stream on Twitch. I don't know about Hedgegate Clip and Hundo, but you can take the current rattle off further. Really? I don't know. I haven't been up to date on Hundo stuff lately. Is this? Nah, I don't think this will fit. Wow, I only have that much for Mario. Combination of exams, learning Hundo, taking a while. Oh, yeah. Okay, you will stream it? Cool, cool. Yeah, I assume your exams will probably be done this month or something. I feel like the UK always kind of had... I don't know. Like, then again, I guess when I was following UK school, it was with Mortal, and that was during COVID, so... It's just kind of weird. Oh, these are just all sound effects. I don't know about that one. Oh, you're all done. Okay, cool, cool. Route is nice. You have Smash during Shaggyless. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. And you do coffins. Only like 24 minutes in. That's actually not bad. That's really good. Get it done and over with. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I kind of just wanted to, like... Honestly, this isn't even that long of a playlist, so... I'll have to work this out. It's just I have so much music to go through. Nah, I don't think I'll use anything from here. There's some soundtracks I have in here that I'm like, what is this even from? I need to download more of that soundtrack. No. Alright, we gotta bring in the Sega hits here. Yeah. Oh, this is the one. Haha. Dude, for some reason this Sega fishing game has like some of the most badass music ever. But if I missed something, mostly the ILs have a lot of game from better routing. Huh. Interesting. I guess for some reason I thought Hondo was pretty optimized, but I don't know what's... I don't know. I don't know ball. No, I'm not gonna do Skyrim. Not this time. Sure, I'll add this. Alright, Jesus Christ, I could be here all day. This is good enough. Alright. Here, I'll save this as a... Alright. So, how can I get this to... I guess maybe just audio capture? Also, I forgot that this is the thing. Why does it do this? I forget how to fix this. Oh, there we go. Enjoyed my tutorial? Oh, do you mean the Speedrun Explains video? Thank you. I don't know if that should be the tutorial, but... I guess probably somebody could learn from it. You guys can barely hear this. Oh wait, that's me. I'm stupid. I think you guys can hear it. I didn't realize how much there's stereo there is in this track. How do I fix this? Help! How do I fix this? I don't remember. For some reason I just don't hear the rain, but whatever. And then let me bring this over to here as well. Maybe I'll turn it up by like... There we go. This is from the Nintendo 3DS soundtrack. I'll put it on shuffle. Why not? But anyway, basically what this stream is going to be is, oh, that's loud. Wow, wow, wow. That's a little better, I guess. But basically, what this stream is going to be is I'm kind of just going through my thingy here, my script for the video. Right now, you can't see it, but it's 16 pages currently. But these bottom pages are purely just for templates, so in actuality, it's more like 14 or 15. But I finished writing through Creepy Early, and I feel alright about it. Basically, this tutorial is going to have the player not use pause storage, but after some consideration, I asked around to like some runners that are, you know, like they're newer when they started and stuff, and some like did fishy skip first, some didn't. I'm pretty sure we can get a beginner to do Creepy Early and it be worth their while, because it seems like that trick is becoming more solidified in the game now. So, but I also wanted this. The nice thing about CE also is that any platform can do it. If I tried to teach something like Fishy Skip, then the only platform that would really be the best for it is GameCube, and I don't really want to limit players' introduction to this game based purely on the console. Even though GameCube is the best, like if we're not going to do pause storage, I think every console should be able to do it. So I put out console differences and emulator things. I even did a little movement guide section. I say little, but I guess it's an entire page. And then I kind of just laid out like what the plan of it is, like why we get the things that we do, and then just other guides and resources. And then I actually start going through the levels, and I have them go through the map, get the springs, die, and then do Creepy Early after springs. So right now I'm writing the part though where they're in Lighthouse 2, and I think I am going to have them... I'm pretty sure that where you spawn in from Creepy and where the warp gate is are basically the same. I don't know if it's technically faster or slower to do Lighthouse first or second, though. I think it would... Well, I want to teach them... Well... They're going to... I think it will be faster if I do Lighthouse now. If I do Lighthouse now, they'll death abuse, and then they'll be by... Well... I guess it doesn't really matter if I do it now, after Creepy Early, or if I do it when they warp back here from Hill. So... Maybe I'll just have... I'll wait and have them do it then. As long as I don't have them do Lighthouse 2 after you get the Super Smash, I think it's faster, to not do that. Like, if you enter from Lighthouse 1, you just do that jump that goes up against the wall. I think that would probably be the best thing. I think I'll do that. So I will move this section down to here. And then I also think I am going to... I want to make splits that are sort of based off of the sections in this script as well. I'll just put a timer here just for reference. I also think that I'm going to just cut this part. And I'll just have it be that. I feel like that's a little unnecessary. But, okay. I don't know if I really want... I guess I'll worry about that when I make the splits, but I'm not sure if I want... I don't know if... I would prefer them to have their Creepy Early be timed into one split, but I also would prefer if their hedge was together in one split, and not including the tracking to... or trekking to... hedge. So I'm not sure how I want to format that, but... Anyway... So the moment you hit that trigger and load into Creepy 1, you should feel an immense sense of accomplishment because you, my friend, have just done Creepy Early. This is, in our opinion, the hardest trick in the entire run, so feel relieved that in the beginning of the run, you've already jumped over the biggest hurdle. Before moving on to the rest of the run, feel free to take a break or keep practicing the trick a little more. Practice will be essential for getting a feel for everything and understanding the nuances of the trick. Regardless, though, congratulations. Before we move on, I'll quickly show the clip. Okay. So... You guys get to see how poorly I type. This is where the bats are located as they... Well... I need to go that in detail. Should I have them get that box? Actually, I'd rather them get that box than afterwards. What's up, Summer? How's it going? Yeah, I'm doing it on my second channel. I don't feel like making a second Twitch account. Should I have them? But that's a faster. I'll list both of those boxes. That box behind the pillar is pretty bad. That could be kind of annoying for a beginner. Okay. YouTube and chill it is. I'm trying to keep it chill, yeah. Next level you load into is Lighthouse from here. Okay. When you enter Creepy 1, you will fall from the ceiling here. This is also where the bats are located when the level first loads in. This is also where the bats are located when... I think just when the level loads in. This is also where the bats are located when the level loads in. So stay neutral at the beginning of your fall so you don't get hit. Then jump over to the left side and charge down to the door while grabbing this line of snacks. If you're behind on snacks, you can either get the snack box behind the pillar by walking off and then jumping as you grab the box, or a slower snack box is... Maybe just another... Another box to grab is charging over to the gate here while you head to the door. This box is slightly slower, though. The next level you'll load into is Lighthouse 2, and from here we will take this warp gate and head back to the Mystery Machine. Now we don't have to do Creepy Early again, and we can warp back here when we need to get the Super Smash. What's up, TV? How's it going, brah? We on YouTube only. That's right. And then this section, I actually wrote this section while I was at, I drove a family member to the hospital, or well, it was like a doctor's appointment. So I wrote this in the lobby. I'm going to proofread my work here. Haunted House Hundo. Oh. I see. Wait, you hard? Wait, you beat a level and you, like, hard locked? Wow. How is that even possible? How did you do that? How do you do that in Unmasked? Are there hard locks in that game? I didn't even know that. Another encyclopedia entry to add. But here, let me read through this paragraph real quick. Oh wait, I actually need to do... I need to do... When it runs in the mystery machine, then go over to the left here and pick up this line of snacks. We skipped earlier. Then charge to... I'm trying to be careful with my wording, and I want to try and say charge and run and walk. And charge to the key. Enter into the hedge. Maze. My E undersea video was a hard lock? I can't even envision what that undersea thing is. I don't recall. That's my bad. I don't remember. Oh yeah. Wait, did I ever get a recording of that? There was something... I found out this thing... I found out how to get out of bounds in museum, but the easier thing to do is actually go past the aquarium load zone, and you can walk around in that hallway out of bounds. It's not very useful, though. Well, the out of bounds thing might be useful, but... I don't know if I recorded that. That would suck. It was on Twitch, though. You were in Robin Hood Sid spinning hard blocks? Wow. Robin Hood suit. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember that. I'll have to look at that video again. Great game. Yep. But anyway. What's up, Tash? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'm just working on the script here. While loading into this level, hold between right and up. Oh, hold between upright and up to collect half the snacks in this. To collect half of this ring of snacks. Hold between upright and up to collect half this ring of snacks here. Then roll the stick straight down to get the bottom half. I don't know if it's straight down. Let me confirm this real quick. I think it's just down right. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Just finished meeting with an advisor, starting a pathway to getting a master's. Wow. That's exciting. In the fall, too. Cool. Can I ask what the master's will be in? Holding between upright and up to collect the ring of snacks here. Then roll the stick straight down to get the bottom half. Charge down here and grab these snacks. Jump this gap, and then head to the moving platforms. When you jump across these, try to jump as soon as you land on the platform, since you don't store the momentum. Wait, try to ascend... so that you don't store the momentum. as it could feel weird or potentially fall. Second language. Okay, wow. 4 years for associates, bachelors, and masters. So this fall you're gonna get your master's though? What language are you gonna teach? Is it Japanese? Do you speak Japanese, right? I feel like I've heard you and Summer talk about that before. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's what... I feel like that's what I remember. Okay. Feel weird or potentially fall. Then run and double jump to this snack box, charge through the Wolfman, and single jump to here. Charge up to grab these snacks, and then charge down to grab... and then charge down to these snacks. Recharge. Charge back. Charge back down to these snacks. And jump across these gaps to the exit. The eventual goal of this level is to make this... The eventual goal of this level is to make a cycle with this last Wolfman and collect all the snacks in this arc. Don't worry about that now if you can. Oh, okay. Teaching English. Okay. Oh, you're starting in the fall. Okay. So you're starting in the fall, and then you'll get your master's in 4 years. Dang. That's exciting, though. I don't know if I'll ever get a graduate degree, but I feel like everybody kind of gets their master's now. I feel like there's this weird thing where, like, it used to be a high school diploma was, like, good enough, and then just a bachelor's degree was great, and then a master's degree was like, whoa, that's incredible. I feel like so many more positions now are, like, they're basically like, yeah, we just want you to have a master's. And I don't know if that's a bad thing. I mean, it probably is a bad thing, because then it's like you gotta pay for more college, but... Oh, you're trying to get certified in Japanese. Okay. Wow. I mean, hopefully, I would assume you'll probably find a job. Like, it seems like that there's probably a big demand. Yes, unfortunately you're right, especially in more fields now. Yeah, because, like, I have a friend that went into chemistry, and he basically was like, I might as well... Like, there is no reason for me to just have my bachelor's. I need to get my master's. And then he did. And the worst part is he could not find a job in his career. That was the even worse part. He technically, well, he's doing a job that's adjacent to it, I guess, but, like, he's way overqualified for his position. It's quite unfortunate. It's weird how all that kind of worked. But, okay, that paragraph's good. In Hedge 2, charge down through here, and either jump or charge past the Wolfman. Either jump or charge past the Wolfman by hugging this wall. Then head over to this platform here. The easiest thing to do is to wait for the platform to rise up and double jump to the cliff above. You can also try Yeet Cycle, where you do a precise delayed double jump to this spot in the wall and get a ledge up to the top. This is the fastest movement currently known, although it's pretty precise and not consistent. An alternative method you can do if you're fast enough is to jump on the if you're fast enough. An alternative method you can do if you're here soon enough is to jump on the platform while it's lowering. And then the double jump yeah. What? Oh, never mind. An alternative method you can do, if you're here soon enough, is to jump on the platform while it's lowering, and then double jump up to this ledge here to make it to the top. I'll just do an alternative method you can do if you're here soon enough is to jump on the platform while it's still lowering, and then double jump up to this ledge to make it. Maybe I'll just context clues it. This method is much more consistent as it prioritizes speed over precision. Once you're up here, charge and jump down to here and ignore Don Knotts. Then charge past the zombie in the urn. Oh, then Then charge past the zombie in the cauldron. Jump over the chasms. Jump over to the chasms and collect the floating boxes. Jump across these chasms here and grab the snacks while dodging the wolfmen. Charge to the right and jump up to the exit. Okay. That sucks for your friend. The job market is shitty right now. I feel like the job market's been shitty for a few years, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, I have no idea what the job market was when I was in high school. I have no idea if it was better or worse, but it seems like now you kind of just don't. It's quite unfortunate, really, because I feel like a lot of, at least in America, I feel like your career is part of your identity. And so growing up, you always have this thought distilled in your mind of like, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. And then when you get to college and you finally get to partake in that period of growth and you get out of it, then you're like, well, I wanted to do this thing, but now I can't because they're not hiring me or they're not even available. So it's a weird thing to navigate. I feel like I hear a lot of people in my age group just really depressed, really, and it's kind of sad. I feel like there's so many people in my generation that are so hopeless. Like, not they're hopeless, they feel hopeless. That's what I mean to say. I think people who were in the environmental sciences, though, were the worst. Like, with that. I knew a lot of people working in, like, they were like, oh man, the world's gonna be over. Because, like, global warming's happening and we're all gonna die. And they were the most depressed people ever because they were like, what's the point in doing anything if we're all just gonna die anyway? And it's like, whoa. Obviously, it's not everybody, but yeah. I didn't mean to make it have such a terrible turn. But anyway. Here we go. In Hedge 3, jump over to this box here, and then charge over to this section. If you're behind on snacks, you can dig up this flower for a box. But otherwise, run over here and grab these 2 arcs and try to dodge the scarecrow like so. Then charge up to here for another sequence break. This trick is called SCS, standing for Skull Cliff Skip. But in this case, we're actually going to go through these levels backwards. This trick, all you need to do is hold up left on the D-pad. Yep, you'll clip right through. And if you want a seamless clip, you can rub against the left wall before you hold up left. Okay. Here in Misbehavin', hold down and charge onto the ice here. And just run... Here in Misbehavin', hold down and charge onto the ice here, and just run down... the ice. I need to stop with the run-out sentences. Run down and jump to the door. Be sure not to jump here because there's a cutscene trigger, as this is the intended entrance of the level. Okay, this is where I have to write. This is where I have to do stuff now. my rain sounds back. Okay. I'll cut that box out, actually. Maybe not, I don't know. Let me just write, I guess, and see where that takes me. First thing is that what a stalactite? Yeah. Let's read these colors. Stalactite. Do you have... I assume you do it this way, though. Okay. Weak. I'm just looking up video reference right now. So where do you jump? Oh. Huh. I assume it's got to be the same. Yeah, I think it is. Is that a thing for me as well? Okay. Sure. This is also a song from the Sega fishing game. It's just randomly good. Okay, then hold in between up and up left. Left and left, and move toward the stalactite. So Scooby is off. What? Oh. Maybe my capture card is weird. That was concerning. I heard the Windows Connect noise. Am I getting hacked? Like, what the fuck? Weird. But anyway. Okay. Keep holding in this direction. How would you describe that? Shortly... like shortly pressed? Alright. I've been working on this for like an hour now. Alright. Man, I wrote a lot. I always write a lot, I guess. I actually stopped at a pretty good spot, though. But I'm getting real concerned about this tutorial. This is going to be a long tutorial, and I don't know. I really wanted this tutorial to be done by before I leave for GDQ. I don't know if that can happen. I'm kind of concerned about that. I mean, as long as I don't go crazy with the editing, I think it'll be okay. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be not as bad as I thought it will be. I don't know. At least the nice thing about... I mean, I just finished writing, for the most part, the Skull 4 Void Warp section. You know, I don't think I took my creatine today. But anyway, yeah, at least now, like, I feel like from Skull 4, it's pretty easy to explain everything, so hopefully it won't be that much longer. I think the only time, I think the next time I'll probably have to write a lot is like RBS and GGS. And even then, I think it will not be as bad because there's not as many parts to those tricks. It's more so just details. Also, I kind of want to add more music to this playlist. I hope I can add more. I think I can. I probably can. Let's see, where did I stop at here? I don't know how much longer I should write, though. I mean, I'm definitely going to go for another hour. I'm not sure if I want to keep going beyond that. I probably should, really. I mean, I'm going to write more in the morning, because I'll actually have time. What is this again? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's always tempting to just chill, but is that the wisest thing to do? Because, I mean, basically, I leave GDQ in a month. Like, yesterday is 1 month until I'm doing my run, which is kind of crazy. So. I don't know. Oh, what's up? How's it going, Cole? On my Wii, gonna be playing 100 Frights. Let's go. That's awesome. Hope you have a good time. I won't do that one. I don't think I'll do that one either. I'm like adding to the playlist here. Oh, yeah. I'll add that music too. Man, you know, I like Atlantis SquarePantis. I remember that game being fun. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. No. Oh, is my title not updated? I thought I updated it. Oh, no, it isn't. You must have just happened to say that. But no, I'm kind of just doing 50... Or, oh, wait, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant that I'm doing 10 things of 50. I'm stupid. No. What's up, Sam? How's it going? How'd your randomizer race go? I was kind of lurking for a little bit on speed gaming. But yeah, I'm doing like 50-10 right now. I usually like doing that. I either like doing that, or I like not even timing myself at all and just getting lost in flow. That's what I usually like to do. I love this song. I'll add it. We played exceptionally and won by a ton. Good for you guys. That's awesome. Did you do any low percent runs today or no? Were you just rando chilling? What is this? Yeah. Do you do anything specific during the 10-minute breaks? Or just anything but work? I never used the method before, but I wanted to try it. Usually if I'm not streaming and talking to chat in the 10 minutes, then I'm usually just like, I get up and stretch or something. Or like I just like walk around a little bit. That's usually what I like to do. I also the other thing though is that I like to watch Jay Schultz or JV Schultz, because he does work with me streams that do this split, and so I'll like when he takes his break I take mine kind of thing, you know. Those are also pretty nice. I guess I'll add this. I don't know how loud it'll be. But yeah. That's pretty much what I do. Sometimes the time split helps when I really am like aggressively procrastinating. The timer thing helps. But usually, sometimes the timer can bring you out of a state of flow. Like, because you're forced to take the break, so... It depends on what you want to do. I feel like the time split thing kind of helps when you're either streaming or in a public area, because then you feel, for whatever reason with my brain, like because I have the timer up and you guys can see me, I feel more accountable. Like, I feel like I should respect the timer more, if that makes sense. No, it's not that loud. Shoutouts to Wii Ski. feel like it'd help me not procrastinate so much. I mean, yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing the stream, is so I don't procrastinate. But, and now I'm procrastinating. Well, actually, I'm really just adding music. But once I'm done adding this last music, I'll start. I love the Wii. Just the Wii soundtrack is so good. Just the console, like it's, I don't even know why it's so good. Nah, that's more like I'm gonna go to bed. Okay. Yeah, we'll be back. I also, I've seen people do this 50-10 split where they, which I've done it before, where you are like in this section, I'm completely not reading chat and I'm just doing my own thing. But for this, I don't really mind reading chat as well. Like, it doesn't really bother me. What is the difference between these? Oh. So I don't mind talking to chat while I'm like here, you know. I do not rely on, basically my bottom line is that I don't rely on motivation at all. I mean, I rely on motivation to set up the systems that will allow me to work, but I don't allow motivation to get me to work, if that makes sense. Like, I use my motivation to create a system that will force myself to work whether I want to or not, because I know that future me and past me want me to work right now, but present me, like right now, I'm like, man, I'd really like to be playing Rocket League. I'd really like to be watching a YouTube video, just chilling, you know? So, what's up with the flushed faces? But that's pretty much it. You should really, Atomic Habits, James Clear, it's a good book. And Cal Newport's Deep Work. Those are the two nice books that I like to recommend people for work ethic stuff. And they're not really terrible reads. Atomic Habits is a way easier read. It's much more consolidated and organized, but mindset got me through college. That's what you got to do. That got me through college too. They got me through a lot of things, really. But yeah, I read the big 3 books before I even knew about that James Schultz guy, because he recommends it too. But Atomic Habits by James Clear, Deep Work by Cal Newport. I don't really recommend this third one, because not everybody would probably really recommend, like, they wouldn't really like it. But Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. That third book is more so just not motivation, but it's more so like a wake-up call for me. It was to be like, oh, I am nowhere near the level that guy was, in terms of like that guy was set up for failure and he still succeeded, kind of thing. Like, he had a dad that abused him, and then, like, you know, he just like completely flopped through school and cheated and everything, and was always worried about what other people thought of him, and he became like this super fat guy, and then he turned his life around and became a Navy SEAL, and like the guy that everybody kind of references today. So, but obviously I'm really watering down his experience, but it was like a nice kind of motivating kick in the pants thing to be like, I should take myself a little more seriously and understand the things that I've been given to do. Locked out and locked back in, heard abusing. I'm just talking about book recommendations on like work ethic and like just, you know, that kind of stuff. And so I was talking about David Goggins' book called Can't Hurt Me, where it like tells his life story. And I just find that book, I found that book to be a good read because it made me look at my life and be like, don't have it nearly as bad as other people do, and I should use that to my advantage. And the things that I can't control in life, I should work on it, and the things I can't control in life, I can accept that and move forward, and all that other kind of stuff. So, but David Goggins was abused as a kid by his dad, which is unfortunate. But now his dad's dead, so I mean, like, whatever. Well, not whatever, but you know what I mean. Like, it's all water under the bridge now at this point. But I don't always recommend that book to people because I don't know how people will react to his message. He's a very, like, gritty guy who's, like... To some extent, I don't agree 100% with what his ethics are, but I can respect them, and I can at least grab some of his nuggets of knowledge and apply it to my own life. So, like, I would not do what he does where he runs these 200-mile races in the middle of Death Valley. Like, that's not for everybody, and you don't need to work... Well, not that he's even promoting that you work up to that. You know what I mean. Like, he lost 100 pounds in a month because, like, he had, like, one meal a day and stayed at the gym the whole time. And he had to do that so he could become a Navy SEAL. And so, you know, people look at that and be like, oh, what a terrible role model. And it's like, he's not telling you to do that. He's just telling you you can do a lot more than you think you're capable of. But anyway, I'm ranting now. My apologies. Let's finish up this Scope 4 Void Warp thing here. So, if you're having trouble with the charging method, then an alternative way to Void Warp is to run across the ceiling here and make it down to this part sticking out here. Make it down to this part sticking out. Then run and... Alright, let me read through this. Yeah, 100 pounds in a month is absolutely not what you should do at all. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. That could not be me. Well, it could be me, but it'd be a very silly decision on my part. Okay. In Skull 4, we are at the next big trick in the run, called the Skull 4 Void Warp. This trick requires us to get out of bounds by climbing this stalactite here, jumping onto an invisible platform, landing on this ledge, to then climb to this wall, and charge off the wall to avoid a death plane, and do this. That instant teleporting is the Void Warp, and it's a failsafe in the game that brings Scooby back to the intended beginning of a level, which is perfect for us as we are going through these levels backwards. So now that we have a clear picture of what this trick is like, let's take it step by step. The first thing we need to do is climb up this stalactite, which is considered the most difficult part of the trick. Jump onto the sign and get this camera angle. Then hold in between the up left, hold in between up, left, and left. And move toward the stalactite. And move toward the stalactite until Scooby is off of this center pole in the arrow sign. Then do a full press single jump. You should land on top of this ledge here. If you landed on this ledge here, that means you press jump a little too early, but that means you pressed a little too early, or you press jump a little too early or not long. Button long enough. Whoop. And then I'll do. Okay. But that's okay, because you can keep holding in this direction and do another single jump to get up to this ledge here. Wah 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 wee wah. Once you are at this point, you will want to roll your control stick from the up left area to bottom right and do your first jump. Then, once you're no longer underneath this rock, do your double jump and roll your stick all the way to the left. Yes. Bottom right, first jump, all the way. How about up and around? Up and around to the left. Make sure you're holding down the jump button. Make sure you're holding down the jump button down. Okay. Make sure you're holding down the jump button to get a max height double jump. If successful, you should land up here and successfully get out of bounds. From here, jump to this marking. I love doing the doubles. Then hold down left and double jump to land on the invisible platform. This is what the platform looks like when visible for reference. From here, just hug the wall and charge down here to get, from here, hug the wall and charge to here. Get in between the stalactite and the wall and jump down to this ledge here. So just charge down to this ledge. If you happen to miss this ledge and land down here, you can... Whoa, 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 whoa! What is happening? My keyboard was stuck. That was kind of creepy. I'm like so sus right now. I feel like I heard that random device connect. Is there something else? I don't know what that is. Oh. Okay. So that's that. Is this just a driver? Yeah. Weird. I've never had that happen before, but that was crazy. Like the N key just got stuck. Whatever. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But okay. Where was I? From here, jump to this marking, visible for reference, hug the wall. Okay. From here, hug the wall and charge. Once on the platform, hug the wall and charge down to here. Get in between the stalactite and the wall and jump down to this ledge. If you happen to miss this ledge and land down here, you can get back up by running to this area while facing the wall and then jump forward and back up around to the ledge. I love saying the word here. Once on this ledge, run down left until you reach this wall. Double jump all the way up here to the top. This is where we will take our leap of faith. Some people prefer to see Scooby as they do this and jump up to this spot here. However, I find it unnecessary and slightly risky as this section is thin, but it's up to preference. You can stand on this top part of the ledge behind the wall here and be fine, sure. So from this point, let go of R trigger so we skid later on. Then hold up left and press and hold. And press and hold the charge button. The moment Scooby begins to skid on his own, do a double jump, still holding up left. This should get you far enough to avoid the death trigger, and you should suddenly teleport to the beginning of the level. Usually, if you are unable to get lower than the skybox and here and not die, you should be good and get ready to void warp. If you're having trouble with the charging method, an alternative way to void warp is to run across the ceiling here and make it down to this part sticking out. Then run and fall slightly off the ledge and double jump to... Wait. And make it down to this part sticking out. Then run and fall slightly off the ledge. How about then run, fall slightly off of the ledge, and double jump to the left to void warp. There we go. If you don't want to do the void warp at all, you can run backwards through this level. And if you collect the snacks along the way, you will be over collected on snacks and not need any of the upcoming backup snacks. However, this void warp stays a full minute compared to running backwards through the level, so I would highly recommend doing the void warp now. Okay. I think that's good for the moment. Something on the page. I guess let's go to the rest of Skullcliff. Over to this box here. And over to this box. Okay. Then charge over. Do I charge or do I? No. Okay. Ah, that's an unnecessary detail. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, one paragraph for Skull 3. I'll take it. Alright, that is Skull 2 in a paragraph. How would I word this? Try and jump off. How would I word this? Don't study your movements. I recommend you don't. More flowing. I don't know if I really like how I worded this part, but yeah. Okay, wow. So Skull 4 was like how many paragraphs? And then Skull 3, 2, and 1 are all like one paragraph. I guess Skull 2 was 2 paragraphs, but okay. I saw all caps and I actually did get a little concerned. Oh god, do I cut the red wire or the blue wire? Oh, but the cable management's so good, I don't want to ruin it. You're like that. Have you ever seen The Simpsons? Like, you know that bit in The Simpsons where Homer, like Bart, is like scared in bed because Sideshow Bob's chasing him, and he's like, "Bart, do you want these brownies that I made?" And he's got like a knife, and he's like, "Ah, Bart, do you want to see my chainsaw and hockey mask?" That was you to me right now. A pipe bomb! A bomb! Gotta have the TTS like start screaming at me. What is the boxing glove though? Am I missing a reference? I don't know. I feel like I missed the joke. No! What was I gonna type? I think what I'll do is I'll finish Hill 3 and then I'll call it. It is 10:30 though. Ah! I'm almost done writing this entire section of like the Skull Cliff. Although, wait a minute. I'm surprised that I don't have... Having this music play right now is kind of weird. This is not the helmet, the Hill 3 music. Okay. Single jump up to... And you can single jump up the rest of these platforms as well. Summer and Tash back at it again. Enter the village. Single jump and then hold right for this first one. Do I charge? What am I getting a notification for? Oh, water. I see. Oh, we gotta lock in. Oh, man. I was locked in, and then I got distracted by your message telling me to lock in. If you flip the direction. Alright, cool. Yeah, this is Danganronpa music. I've just thrown together this quick playlist. Alright, awesome. I assume the timer's done. Yeah, it is. Alright, cool, man. I wrote a lot. I wrote a lot of stuff. I need to proofread a lot of this, but... I don't know, did I proofread the... I don't think I proofread the Skull Cliff part yet. But... I'm feeling a lot better. We're at basically 19, 18, 17 pages. And we've only got 2 more parts left. So I'm now at the part of the tutorial where they're going back to Lighthouse to get the Super Smash. And those levels are pretty straightforward. And I'm going to have them do the way better Lighthouse 2 where they death abuse at the bridge so they don't have to deal with that anymore. And then... I don't know. I think I'll need to double check and make sure that the snack route for this is like flexible enough. I think it is though. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, I'll have them do that. I'll have them do which way. I probably won't teach them that stupid wall jump though. I'll just have them jump back for the snack. And then Lighthouse 1 might be the tricky level in this part, but I love me some rain background noise. I love me some rain background noise. And just white noise in general. I like that stuff. I'm down at... What's up, Nally, by the way? I don't think that's the same. But I don't know, should I proofread this? Proofreading won't take that long, so I think it'll be okay. Here, I'll just proofread it real quick, I guess. By the way, I mean, since there's runners in the chat, like if you think I should add something, just let me know. Okay. Did I do this? I think I did. I think I did proofread Skull 4. I think I did. I'll start from Skull 3. In Skull 3, charge over to this box, then charge over and get behind this ghost diver. Once you reach this line in the ground, double jump to this section of the cliff here to land on a ledge, and then get on top of the cliff. If you're having trouble with this ledge, you can continue to the right and go on the platforms like so, though you will be down a few snacks. Up here, get this arc of snacks and run along the path. I don't think I need to... Jump up here, get this arc of snacks and run along the path. Charge down to here, and if you did the jump first try, you should be able to double jump over to this platform here. Then, on the next platform, double jump across the gap to get to the other side. Jump for... for some reason, I love accidentally typing the word tie instead of this. I don't know why. But, actually, I think I know what happens. I bet I do THSI, and then it autocorrects to tie. That's funny. Double jump across the gap to get to the other side. Jump for this snack box. Jump for this snack box, then bounce across the trampolines. When you've bounced off the final trampoline, or the last trampoline, jump once to avoid a landing animation that locks Scooby in place. Here, grab the snack box and run through the rest of the level, grabbing these snacks along the way. In Skull 2, you will want to wait a brief moment before you move to the right. In Skull 2, you will want to wait a brief moment before you move to the right in order to jump next to this sea creature and collect every snack in the arc here. To time... No. To time... Oh. To time this... Oh, wait. To time when you should start moving. How about to help? To help time when you should start moving. There is this sound effect that plays when you enter the level. There is the click and then the screech. The moment you hear the screech part begin to play is the cue to start moving forward. Moving to the moving right. If you go too early or get hit by the fish, just try and collect the rest of the arc and move on. Charge over to this box, then charge again over this rickety platform, and if you are fast enough, the boulder shouldn't fall on you. If you are all concerned about a boulder falling on you throughout the rest of this room, you can either shimmy around them or jump around them. Ideally, when you move efficiently through the level, as you'll see in the footage, you shouldn't get hit by any of the boulders. But you can work up to this movement over time. Anyway, jump across these gaps and grab the snacks. Then charge past this sea creature and onto the bridge that will collapse. Yeah. For some reason my brain just blanked out there. Yeah. Jump to grab the rest of this arc here, then get around this boulder and jump to these snacks. And jump to these snacks. Or jump for these snacks. Then get around this boulder and jump for these snacks. Jump onto this rickety platform and charge across it to this one. Then single jump over these gaps and run over to this box. If you were efficient with your movement and didn't get hit at all, this last boulder should fall right before you pass it. But you can walk down here a little bit just to be safe. Turn the corner and leap over this crab to grab the snacks and exit the level. Okay. Here in Skull 1, we will jump to collect this arc. Then jump again to land on this platform. We then double jump. We'll jump to then double jump to land on this platform moving toward us. Try and double jump off the platform as soon as you can to avoid capturing the platform's momentum and being dragged backwards. And land in Thailand. Land in this area here. There is a ledge you can land on to then jump across the rest of the gap. Thanks, Summer. Run over here and jump up and around to grab this big arc. Charge over here and single jump to this ledge on the wall. Then double jump to this part sticking out here. From this part, jump. Is it right and then left? I guess I didn't really. Hold on. It is totally not. Jump. Jump up right, then up left to this board sticking out, and then leap over to the exit. Yes, I was, because I'm teaching the ledge that you found in Skull 1, instead of like that weird walking off the platform thing that at least I do, and like other kind of top runners do. I was just thanking you all these years later, you know. From this part, jump upright and then up left to this board sticking out, and then leap over to the exit. This can be a rather intimidating jump. Up the wall, but I recommend you don't overcorrect yourself and try and think about doing the jump in one flowing sequence with max height double jumps. Sure, because height is more important. Hill 3 is where the helmet is, and this is a great level to practice movement and go for a boulder cycle later in this level. When you enter this level, single jump and then hold right for this first platform. When you enter this level, single jump and then hold right for this first platform. Then you can single jump up the rest of these platforms. Then you can single jump up the rest of these platforms. As you move. Sure. As you move. I'm glad to be of service. I should learn that long jump, though. I don't really know how much time it saves, admittedly. It probably saves like a second at most. Like, it probably isn't even that much. Okay. Jump to these platforms as you move. Once at the warp gate, charge up and around this switch to the snacks here, sure. Then charge again to jump for this box, and then this box. Excuse me. Be careful not to get hit by any of the enemies here. After you've collected this box, charge back over to here, and charge to grab this line of snacks. Jump and grab this arc, then charge over to the bat, and bounce on it to grab this arc here. If you miss the bat, you can... That's true, that jump is pretty swag, if you can get it. Although, you know what the annoying part of that jump is, though? Is that, for some reason, like, it is the most precise jump ever if you want to collect every single snack. It's, like, actually crazy. I'm thirsty. Alright. If you miss the bat, you can jump up to this section here and then hop up top. Fall back down after getting the snacks and single jump across these platforms. If you hold in the direction of the path, you shouldn't tip that much. Single jump over here, and if you move quick enough, you should be able to run to this spot and the boulder will perfectly roll by you. This is a great section to get a feel for charging distances and timings, as well as environment cycles, so I highly recommend going for this level cycle. Boulder cycle. Yeah, it's pretty annoying because that jump, that Skull 1 jump in any percent, you either lose a snack because at the very end of the first arc when you're jumping to the platform, you can go over it, or you have to do an extra jump on the second arc after you've gotten over the gap because you only collected half of it based on how you land. It's really weird. It's a little annoying because you can lose like a second or half a second or a second in that level. And it's really hard to control. So that's just kind of how it goes. I mean, I'd rather have the latter happen because then I at least get all the snacks, even if I lose some time. But in a category that short, it just kind of sucks. Which is kind of nice about Hedge Gate Clip, because now you don't have to deal with that. But then you have to deal with Hedge Gate Clip, so, I mean, whatever. But anyway. So I highly recommend going for this boulder cycle. Once the boulder rolls past, charge up the path and single jump across the gaps. Jump over or try to run around this scarecrow, it's up to you, and jump across these gaps here. Then, instead of using these platforms, double jump to this boulder on the wall, jump to this rock, and then jump to the path, and then jump to... Oh, and then I need to put another word here. I'm going to totally do that. Then jump to the path over here. Double jump for this snack arc, then single jump up the remaining cliffs. Try to run around the scarecrow like so. And you can see the helmet. When you collect the helmet, spam through the text and make sure not to stand still to avoid this animation. Charge down and break this crate to collect the snack boxes, and then charge into this gap here to death abuse. Now, you won't have to worry about that animation anymore. Jump back up to here and warp back to Lighthouse 2, which is the warp gate next to this purple blob here. I thought I would mention that because, you know, the map can be kind of confusing, I think, for people, even if they've played the game before, because it's not really labeled the best, and I feel like only if you've played this game for a long time do you know the difference between like Lighthouse 2 and Lighthouse 1 or Lighthouse 3. But like for other people it's just like one, like how. So I feel like because the only other time you warp is to the Mystery Machine, and that's pretty obvious what the Mystery Machine is. So I thought that might be a helpful thing. But warp back to Lighthouse 2, which is the warp gate next to this purple blob here. It's time to get our last item, the Super Smash. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bong, boom. Cool. Alright. Nice. Wow. I might actually... I don't know what my schedule is like tomorrow, but if I write in the morning, I think I could actually get part 4 done before I'm busy in the afternoon, and then I'm basically almost done with the script this week, which is... My goal was to finish the script this week. And I almost have, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm basically just going to use the creepy purple spot as my reference in general, because then when they warp back to, when they warp back to Shock, that's like another easy, reference. It's like, oh, it's above the purple thing now. It's above the secret entrance. So... Wow, I'm fast. I'm like watching my run as reference, and I'm like, man, I menu pretty fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. My 4th pause storage attempt. Jesus. I want to go back to any percent, kind of. But, alright. That's cool. I got a lot done today. In 2.5 hours. I mean, obviously, I would go for 4. I would like to do it in a chunk of 4, but I just don't know. I don't think I should stay up that late. I think it would be... Well, I mean, granted, I might just totally not listen to myself and go to sleep later anyway, but... Yeah, bye. So... What are you gonna do? But anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Was anybody else working on anything during the stream? I'm kind of curious if anybody was just here for the vibes or what. Yeah, I am probably gonna stop at this section here. Because I feel like if I start part 4, like, I would want to get through to the Super Smash and all that stuff, so... I wouldn't want to just stop at, like, Lighthouse 2 or Which Way. But those should be pretty darn easy, I'm hoping. You've been trying to respond to messages all day? Oh, damn. Oh, you know, hey, whilst... Oh, you're studying Japanese, that's cool. While you're here, Summer, well, maybe I'll just ask in the... I'll ask in the mod chat. I was going to talk about Harsh's meme category that he wants to add to the board. I haven't finished watching it yet, but it seems like at least kind of cool, like unique. Just interesting routing, because you have the... This is from Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed for the PC, by the way, like the PC game. It is so... That soundtrack is crazy to me. But anyway. It seems like a cool route, though. I only watched like the very beginning of it, and when I tuned into his stream for a very brief moment, but... I'm not sure. Oh, and, yeah. And we... Well, Guitar Hero Run, yeah, so... I'm sure, I assume everybody will be okay with adding these categories, but... I think Rav still has that footage, right? That would suck if that footage was lost. I hope so, because his VOD was probably ages ago. I never watched it. I want to watch it. I think I was preparing to do the unmasked, the Molden thing for Satan herself. I think he should have. I hope he did. I'm sure. I don't know. That would really suck, though. If he didn't. I don't know, though. Yeah, but Twitch VODs delete after, like, 14 days, I think. Maybe it's 7 now. I don't know. Twitch does dumb things. Maybe Twitch should just expand their searchability and, like, not just play 3 minutes of ads and delete all these VODs and stuff. Wow. But, I mean, I guess I kind of get it, though. I assume he highlighted it. That would be the smart thing to do. I think he did. I trust my boy. I trust my boy Rev. But 100-hour storage, yeah. It's really funny how that predicament, like, it really only impacted big streamers and speedrunners. That's pretty much it. Like, nobody else on Twitch probably really cared about that info. And big streamers probably didn't really care that much either, because they were either dual streaming, so it's saved onto YouTube, or you know, it's like whatever, they're probably local recording anyway. Makes me wonder, though, how much speedrunning history was lost because of that, though. Hopefully not that much, because there was a pretty big, I mean, SRC itself warned. It warned people about it, so, yeah. I don't know. When was that? Like a year ago? I think it was. We made a podcast episode about it. I could look at my podcast. Here, let me see. Yep, it was like a year ago. Probably a little more than a year ago. Yeah, Sam... I wonder whatever happened to Sam. I guess maybe Sam just got busy IRL, but... Sam is cool. Different Sam, yeah. It's so weird how there's like, so there's you, Sam 6710. Then then there's Sam Mitch, who did, well, actually, I guess it's more like Sam Speedruns. I don't know. Sam changed her name quite a few times, but it revolved around Sam. And then there's Bubble Bass, who goes by Sam. And then there's, I feel like I'm missing something else. Is there another Sam? Am I crazy? Yeah, girl, yeah. Girl Sam. I feel like there's another Sam and I've lost it completely. Oh well. I feel bad now if there is another Sam. I don't think so. I know there's a lot of Sams, though. Too many Sams to keep track of. My All Bosses video is at 2,000 views. Yay. That's cool. I'm being a fucking dumbass and I keep looking at my YouTube analytics. I'm a YouTuber. I'm addicted. Help. Am I even 4? Oh shit, I don't remember. Heck, there might be people named Sam that I didn't know was Sam, but we just go by their username. What are the most watched spots in my video? Skull 1? That's sort of random. Why is there a peak in Skull 1? That's kind of weird. Alright, what is this spot? Oh, right before Misbehaving, I guess. Like, I guess that is like halfway in the run. The approach to BKE. That is not where I thought these spikes would be at all. YouTube Studio loves to bully you. They never give you props. 64% of your viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark, which is below typical. I'm like, bitch, what the hell? I think that's good. Like, at least half the people are staying to watch my video. And you're saying that's bad? I feel like it's always below typical, YouTube. Like, what the heck? YouTube bullies you, man. It makes you feel bad just for doing stuff. It makes no sense. The time I had the bots, that was for that was on Twitch though. That was at YouTube. And it looks like fun. Watch number go up. Well, it is kind of. I mean, if your video does very well, like my We Fit video, then you're like, yay, big number, wow. But otherwise, it's like, all right, okay. I don't know, but let's see. What's half of 26 is 13, so half of 27 is 13 and a half, or I guess 1330. Yeah. So 30. Looks like 30. What is 33? What is 33% of 2,000? So 660 people were watching to the halfway point. That's like, okay. That's normal. Isn't it crazy how many... I feel like for me... yeah, exactly. It's like my video only has this video. Isn't it crazy how people... I feel like every time I click on a YouTube video, I almost always watch to the halfway point of the video. I never just stop. Unless it's like I'm literally busy doing something else or like I get interrupted. But like, I can't believe how many people click on a video and then almost immediately click off. That is just quite... It's kind of crazy to me. That's all I'm saying. But I don't know. It's just like a YouTube video is always this exponential chart where, you know, you start up here at 100% and then over time it goes like down in how many people stay. And usually by the end it's at its lowest point. And like a good video will ideally, it'll go down, but it'll never like go all the way down. And then if you have an anomaly, which I've never had this before, but like it goes down, and then if there's like a moment that everybody likes, like a most replayed, it'll like spike up and then maybe go back down or whatever. YouTube analytics sucks. I never know whether I should take it seriously or if I should ignore things, because like some things just make me feel bad, other things make me feel good, and then I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, there's, like, impressions, click-through rate, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bruh. I don't know! I just need to upload more. That's what I need to do. Why am I talking to you guys about YouTube stuff? You don't care. You do not care. Sometimes I'll watch parts of the video a lot, and I think I'm screwing over their analytics. No, honestly, it's helpful because it does. What matters is how long. The fact that you're like YouTube knows when you return to a video you've already watched, and they love that. Like if you're coming back to the video to watch it, then that means like, ooh, that's cool. Like less stuff had to be made, and you're watching it, you know. And then like YouTube doesn't care so much about how many views something gets. It's about how long the viewer stays in the video. So even though like it said like 33% of people stayed halfway through the video, the average viewer time was still like 9 minutes. So I guess that is sort of like a third of the way through the video. So there's been a lot of YouTubers who've left. I mean, yeah, YouTubers come and go all the time just because of like real life stuff, or I don't know. I know a lot of people that like looking at the YouTube analytics, and if this is their career, which I mean, I want this to be my career full time, but like, and actually sustainable. But you know, the analytics kind of like, I guess, scare them and tell them to keep doing the same thing that they've been doing and not expand their horizons. So I feel like sometimes like YouTube analytics is kind of BS. I don't know how to make of it. The Wii Fit video really made me think about that, because like that video is my most successful video, and it is not Scooby related at all. And I thought that the YouTube algorithm really just wanted me to do Scooby stuff, but yeah, I mean, in YouTube, I can like, what can I can surprisingly see a lot about the audience. Obviously, I don't see like, oh, let's look at the IP address of my 300th viewer. No, but like, I could see how people found this video, whether it be through their homepage or their sub box or channel pages. I can see which viewers are people who have never seen a video. I can see which other videos on YouTube suggest my video. I can see if they watched it through an external site. Like, looks like some people Google searched my videos. Some people saw it through Discord because I posted it on there. Like, I can see, yeah, like audience retention. I could see how many people actually clicked on the end screen, I guess. But then I can also, I feel like this is actually the more useful thing for YouTube stats is what device do they watch on? How many people are subscribed versus not subscribed? And then, weirdly enough, age and gender. I feel like that's very helpful. Device is useful because when you edit a video, if most people watch on a mobile device, you will want to make things bigger because they're on a smaller screen. That's also like an idea behind thumbnails, is that you want to well, I don't know it's you specifically though, Tash. But I know like returning viewers from new viewers. Or recurring viewers, there's like a difference, but like with your device type, like if most people are watching on a phone, then I know that I should make my, like, the subtitles a little bigger, the edits a little bigger so they can see it better. Same thing with a thumbnail, like if they have, like, make the pictures bigger so that they can see it better on their smaller screen. But like, for me, it's about split, like 50% of people watched my All Bosses Speedrun Explained on a computer, and 38% watched it on a phone. But the growing number of people that watch this on a TV, it's pretty astounding. And I think it's just because people who grew up with YouTube, all they had was a phone at the time. which is like my generation. And now that we're older, having our own place, we can watch on a TV. So, and then subscribed versus not subscribed, that's sort of like, it kind of shows me like how dedicated people are to actually watching this video, and like how dedicated they are to the topic or me. And so with not subscribed, I feel like people are probably more dedicated to the topic rather than myself. And then age and gender, almost every Scooby video I post, it is astronomically majority male. But my Wii Fit video, which is my more successful video, is 50-50. With actually a little, I think it's a little bit more female now. And it's like about 25 to 34 years old, which is like my age range, a little bit older. But it makes me wonder, like, I wonder why are women not seeing my videos? Like, I mean, I guess it's like a Scooby video game. Maybe that's why. But I feel like Scooby-Doo is something that is not male exclusive. You know what I mean? But I don't know. And honestly, like my Wii Fit video, you know who comments the most on my Wii Fit video is, at least judging by their username, are women. Like they're the one who are more engaged with the video. So I'm like, what am I scaring women away? Like, well, I would like I think it's cool though when people comment on a video. Like, I don't know. But so I find the gender thing kind of useful. I find it interesting. I don't really know what to do with the information, but I find it interesting. Oh, well, exactly. I mean, literally, both of you are women, and you are chatting the most, well, currently right now, but like, you know, like, I don't know. Or at least yeah, it's, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I guess, here, I can look at my Nuzlocke video. Let me see. Audience. 8% women, 90% male. And then I go to my Wii Fit video. My Wii Fit video, I mean, this is so unfair because it got bigger traction, but 60% women, 38% men. I don't know. YouTube is sexist. 8% is me and Dash watching. You guys watch the Nuzlocke a lot. But I just find it interesting. Maybe girls are more into cozy games. But we're the 8%. I mean, I don't know. Is Wii Fit a cozy game? I don't know. Maybe, I mean, also, I guess I feel like men, when it comes to fitness, I feel like they're more so interested in like lifting rather than maybe Wii Fit. Like Wii Fit's kind of more like cardio or like stretching. It's not like, I guess I'd say, I don't know. It's very interesting. And then my Wii bowling video that I kind of consider a flop. Big flop. Oh wow, that actually does, wow. My Wii bowling video, 30% female, 65% male. Interesting. Huh. That video, I'm really disappointed in my Wii bowling video because it's like, I shouldn't, unfortunately my expectations are different now because of this thankful success that I've had, but I just feel like this video is good, but it's not reaching the audience for it, and I don't know how I could fix that. Maybe I just can't. Maybe I just have to keep throwing darts at the board, and then when one sticks, then they'll see the other ones. It's very weird. Yeah, maybe like Wii Fit is like got a lot of yoga in it, and the Pilates. Well, not in Wii Fit, but yeah, that's also very popular. Yeah, and the workout aspect, it's more relatable because like everybody wants to work out, or like everybody wants to be healthy, right? So it makes me curious because I want to do a video where I have... I don't know if anybody remembers this, but this is the UDraw tablet. And this is a thing that allows you to... You can put in a Wii Remote here, and then you can draw with this thing, and then you can do whatever. It reminds me of like one of those drawing tablets that don't have a screen, and they're more like a mouse pad. And I kind of want to make a video in the same style of the Wii Fit one, where I use this to draw for an entire month. And I want to see if I get better at drawing. And I'm curious if on one of the statistics, if it'll show like more of a balance between women and men. But I don't know. But also, I do feel like, well, no, I wouldn't say that. I guess I just happen to watch more YouTubers that draw and they're women, rather than there are more women that draw than men. So I won't say that. I feel like now that I think about it, there is like 50-50 split between men and women drawing, but yeah, I want to do that video, but I don't know when that'll be. That'll be for a while. Because I had to do it for a whole month, so I feel like that format would do well too. Maybe one that would even do better with female. Yeah, I don't see. That's the thing, is I don't know. I feel like the arts, like female audiences gravitate more toward the arts for whatever reason. Because like, I mean, I was a theater kid, and most people in theater were women. I was like usually one of the only guys, so I don't know. Maybe I just have this weird like gender thing going on because I've hung around women so much. Now I'm just joking. It's like I can only appeal. No. But I don't know, it's interesting. I don't even know if I should really take that information very seriously, but it's just something I've noticed, you know. It's just something I've noticed. But anyway, I'm glad that my All Bosses Explained video is basically, it is caught up to my Wii Bowling video that was published 2 months ago. So, that's pretty cool. At least, I'm not totally cooked. I guess I still got something, but I don't know. You know what's crazy is I want to get this tutorial out like at the end of the month. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Maybe. How long was my Nuzlocke script? I feel like that was a long one. I don't know, but we'll see. I would probably consider myself a feminist, yeah. I feel like the term is thrown around so much that I really don't... And there's different kinds, too, because there's been different generations that have done, like, made advancements for women, so... But I would probably call myself a feminist, yeah. If the baseline definition for feminist is that I want them to have equal rights and not be used or taken advantage of, then there you go. Then I guess I am. But I feel like with YouTube, it's like you have to just throw spaghetti at a wall and see what sticks and just make content that you feel good about. That is something I still struggle with, is the Venn diagram between what you want and what the audience wants, and then meeting in the middle somewhere. That's kind of a difficult thing that I still haven't figured out. But I don't know. The Wii Fit video, that was purely thinking on this side of the circle where it's what I wanted to do. Nobody watched those initial Wii Fit streams. I thought that video was going to flounder. Turned out to be the best video I ever made. Well, in terms of like numbers and stuff. And then I don't know. Then other videos where I thought about what solely the audience wants, it's like, it did okay. Although the Wii Bowling one, well, I wanted to do that one too. That was one, the Wii Bowling one was one I thought that would meet in the middle. I thought I wanted to do it, and I thought people wanted me to do it. And a lot of people watched the stream, and that's great. And I mean, it's still a lot of people watch the video. I can't just scoff at 2,000, but like, from what I want my goals to be, like, it's unfortunately not enough. so it's weird. I don't know. I don't know. And you know what's even crazier is that Wii Fit video. I thought it was gonna flounder because I uploaded that in May, and I was like, oh man, like I did it in December. No, I did it in January. I don't know what made me think of doing it in January, I guess, but like I was like, oh man, I should have done this in like October and then uploaded it in December, so then when January hits, people would watch it. But no, people just watched it from the get-go. I was surprised. And then it did get a bump in January though in this year. So that video has helped me quite a bit. That video has come in clutch sometimes to make do. I'm very fortunate for that. I cannot imagine getting to a point where, like right now, chat moving right now, or even like, I mean, I'm on my, like when I stream to my main channel and stuff too, like I can read chat for the most part. It doesn't fling by, you know? I feel like if I ever get to that point where it all flings by and stuff, it'll be crazy. I remember that clip of Markiplier, one of the clips of Markiplier crying during like one of his like subscriber specials, because he realized the moment that he can't even like individually know and get to know all of his fans and stuff like that. I could never imagine being that successful. Nonetheless, imagine even being in that predicament. It's such a weird thing, but, and I kind of feel it with like some of my videos, like this many, like even, I mean, even thinking about it, okay, that Wii Bowling video that I feel like is a flop, like 2,000 people watched that. That's a lot of people. That's more people than that went to, every classroom in my high school could be filled. Like every seat in my high school could be filled by a student. And that's how many people watched that video. Like, that's just mind-boggling. And sure, maybe they only sit for 30 seconds, but that's still that many people in a building, you know? Like, even, like, live streaming in front of, like, I don't know, 20 people? Imagine performing in front of 20 people. Like, that's, I don't think of, I just see the number. Well, I try not to see the number, but, like, I just see the number, and I'm like, oh, it just says 20. But then when you think about 20 individual people with individual thoughts, individual souls, and you're on a stage, you're like, whoa, this is a little intimidating. It's crazy. That's why I hope when I am up on stage at GDQ, I don't know what the viewer count is, because I will think about that. I'll be like, how many thousands of people? Oh my god. But yeah, it could definitely happen. I hope. I really hope. I hope. I don't even know if this is what I meant to do in life, but I just feel like I got a shot at it, you know? I'm seeing the numbers so different than thinking about how many people actually it is. Yeah, I mean, I feel like unfortunately, you can get desensitized to it, and that's not good. I think the moment you stop thinking of your audience as people is the moment where you start losing your way. You know what I mean? You see it in celebrities all the time, I guess, you know? I mean, I thank you guys for watching and supporting. Even this stream, like, this is just a stream where I am writing. And you don't have to be here, but I thank you for it. I mean, it's very, kind of you to take the time out of your day to do this, to be alongside me. So I really appreciate it. And with that, though, I should probably head out now. So I'm gonna go do that. Had to try and head to bed. I should head to bed. I really should. I should. Copium. Surely I won't look at my phone, but yeah. I think you'll be fine at GDQ too. I bet we'll just be like doing a normal stream and it won't sink in that so many people are watching. I think you'd probably be right. I think if there are a lot of people in the actual room, it will be though. But I feel like that won't happen. I feel like my expectation is that the only people that are going to be in this room when I'm doing GDQ is the Frights people that are able to make it, and then like DE Cosmic. the other person in my podcast that is not Ran Scooby. But like all those other people are just going to be in the audience, and that's pretty much it. And then there's just going to be like the host and stuff and other members of the crew. But yeah, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's always nice hanging out. So, but I guess I can't rate anybody on YouTube, so I'll just end the stream. But have a good night, and I will see you probably. I'll see you guys Sunday. That's probably when I'll stream next. I'll do some more all bosses. So. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. See ya.